Hello everybody and welcome back to the Road to the Male Advantage. For those who don't know, my name is EJ Stringfellow and the Road to the Male Advantage is all about basically the journey to becoming a successful man. A successful man, which is just a man who has financial freedom, has very good looking, in fantastic shape, and essentially has access to as many opportunities that come to him in whatever form they come to him by. So today, essentially, because we're about to go into the new year, and I'm going to do a lot with this. At least I want to. I want to do a lot with this in 2025. So I feel as though it's important to explain it a bit better, to give people a bit more of a context on what I'm actually doing here. So essentially, I'm recording, as often as I can, my journey to becoming a high value man. I don't really like saying high value because that makes it seem a bit cretinous, doesn't it? Like, oh yeah, I'm a high value man. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, it sounds a bit arrogant. But essentially, to becoming a successful individual. Because I think that in the modern age, in today's society, I think a lot of people love claiming that I'm top dog, I'm big boy, but they're lying to you. They're either lying, and through lying on YouTube, they're basically then able to be like, buy my course to become me, and like it's horrible, realistically, because people are buying into this thing and essentially they're getting scammed for it. So that's the first reason why I started it. The second reason was because I think that there's very few people who are basically telling you, who are showing you step by step actually how to do it. In terms of, there's very few people who you can point to and are like, this is their journey. Like this is their journey. Like, because you can look back and see when they were like this, they were shit. They were shit munchers. They were nothing. They were small little insignificant little twats. And you can see the progression really easily. There's nothing like that. But this is perfect for that, because this quite literally will show you, maybe not every single day, but you'll be able to see the slight increments gradually in terms of me becoming the individual that I will one day be. So I thought it would be pretty cool in that essence. So there's a very big lack of authenticity, essentially, and I thought, what better way to show that by basically just documenting my journey towards what I want, towards my kind of this image I have in my head. So enough waffling. I'm going to tell you about my day today. Today we're still kind of yet to hit that kind of 1st of January path where it basically snowballs and like you pick up loads of momentum. So I'm kind of still right now, I'm still half like dipping my toes in the water of kind of fully embracing like this locked in, proper on it type shit. And I'm still like doing stuff like eating chocolate, which I mean isn't inherently bad, but I don't want to be having any vices in January or February, which is why I've made the decision to shave my head. So I'm sure you're thinking, oh, why are you shaving your head? Like, you're going to look fucking ugly if you shave your head. That's kind of the point. Essentially, I'm going to like anti-looks max. So for anyone who's in this space, you'll know what that means. For anyone who's not in this space, who you know, I might just know from around here, from around where I live, and they might just watch my videos. Shout out to you, by the way. That's basically like, I'm just going to make myself look uglier. Because, well, one because I'm actually quite intrigued to see how I'll look without hair. Like, I feel like I'll be all right. Like, I feel like my hairline's pretty straight, so like I'm kind of intrigued to see. My forehead's quite big, but I've got like quite a straight hairline. So yeah, that's the first reason. I'm actually genuinely intrigued to see how I'll look. Secondly, I feel like I've been reading up on this, and essentially, if you do something to your appearance that is drastic, your identity of yourself changes. So I'm basically tapping into like this new version of myself, essentially. Again, stay with me. I know I'm sounding a little bit like cretinous right now, but just stay with me. And finally, I want to clear up my skin a little bit because it's not terrible, but just like there's a couple of spots in it. There's like a couple of things. But I think also, in fact, that wasn't it. I remember the other one. I think it will give me this newfound confidence. Like I'm a pretty confident guy right now, but I still pull my punches at times. Like I still kind of doubt myself. And which is natural, by the way. But I still think I can become more confident. I think I can still put myself in a deep end. Is what I'm saying. I still think I can do more. So I'm intrigued to see how it will change my perception of myself and essentially my work ethic when I just kind of tap into this kind of new version of myself. I might look a bit more masculine maybe, like because I've got like a shaved head. I might look a bit more intense. But I feel like it will just be pretty cool. Like because I won't be me. Like, or at least I'll still be me, but I'll think of myself differently, and therefore I'll be able to do things which I found challenging before a lot more easily. I think at least. I think it's worth a shot. I think, and a lot of this channel was built on the idea of doing things that other people don't want to do. No one wants to shave their head because they look fucking ugly when they do. And that's kind of why I did it, because that's why I'm going to do it. That's kind of why I thought it'd be cool, because I want this to be encouraging. I want this to be inspiring. And I feel like if you see someone else do it and also document it and show the bits where they feel a bit like shit and they regret it a little bit sometimes, or the opposite, where they feel fantastic because of it, it helps you better make decisions yourself. And that's ultimately what I wanted with all of this. I wanted to inspire people to make their own decisions themselves and not just kind of follow everyone else and just kind of... I want them to find meaning in what they do. Like, I want people who watch this to kind of think about what they do in their life and find meaning in what they do. Because, I'll be completely honest, I don't know where life's taking me right now. Like, I don't really have a set plan in order. I don't really have a set system. I just have an idea of what I want, and I'm kind of moving towards it in like a weird, haphazardous way. I have been somewhat brave in order to try these things, and I want other people to do that, because I think when there was a point where I was basically not being honest with myself and not doing the things that I wanted to do because I was afraid of it. And I feel like if I had seen someone else do it and put their arse out there, put their neck out there and show people that, like, look, like, this is a bit scary, but I'm going to do it because I want it, I feel like that would have encouraged me. So yeah, maybe it doesn't encourage you. Maybe you're just laughing at me through the screen right now. Maybe you're thinking, what the fuck is this going on about? But I'm okay with that, because I think there'll be some people who actually do resonate with this. And for those people, welcome to Road to the Male Advantage. But yeah, January soon. I've got my driving test on the 31st. So literally 2 days away, New Year's Eve. I'm hoping that I pass that. I've also got this thing tomorrow. This is quite a cool story. So I spoke to this girl on the train the other day because she was reading How to Win Friends and Influence People. And for those of you who don't know, that's like quite a big kind of self-improvement book. I want to see if I've got it. I definitely do have it. Let's go grab it. Here it is. Yeah. So she had this book, right? This book, but she was old school because she had like the red cover one. So again, for people who don't know what the fuck I'm on about, there's like a red cover of this book that's like 1980s version, and essentially, it's just like a less, it's just like a further edition of it. So harder to get your hands on. But yeah, I spoke to her because I was like, "Oh, you're reading How to Win Friends. You're you're reading How to Win Friends and Influence People." So I spoke to her, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I got into this mentoring thing, and I can introduce you to that guy, and see where it takes you." So I was like, "Yeah, go on then." And I got on a call with her and this other guy the other day, just like this 30-year-old guy who's like financially free, whatever that means to them. But it was cool because essentially it could lead into a pretty promising venture for me. But we'll find out. But yeah, that's kind of my life at the moment. I feel like I can do a much better job of kind of filling you guys in on what's going on. I can also make these videos a lot more interesting because I realise I am just whittering on about my life. But my plan is to basically talk and then add B-roll footage over the top of it. But I don't really know what clips to get, especially because it's like a lot of these videos are like they're like between like 8 and 12 minutes long. That's a lot of B-roll footage, especially because a lot of what I say, like I doubt there's many people who have watched this to the very end. If you have, I really appreciate you. But yeah, I'm gonna need to do a lot more shit to get a lot more B-roll footage, and then hopefully we can just like the vision in my head, it just comes together. But yeah, hope everyone is having a fantastic day, and yeah, road to the male advantage.